Our lesson for today is about simplifying rational expression involving exponent. So we have an example here. A raised to negative 2, b cubed, close and open parenthesis, squared, all over a squared, b raised to negative 1. So first, as a laws of exponent, we need first to multiply the exponent outside the parentheses with the exponent inside the parentheses. I'll repeat, multiply. Okay? So, copy the base and then multiply the exponent. 2 times negative 2, we have negative 4. And copy the base, b. 2 times 3, we have 6. All over, copy this 1, a squared, b raised to negative 1. Next, so combining like terms, how? Kung ganito siya nakasulat, so that is considered as division. Pero kung napapansin ninyo, may negative exponents. So what will we do with the negative exponents? Anyways, pag division tayo, ang gagawin natin ay isusubtract natin ang exponent. Okay, ulitin ko. Kung division tayo, may numerator at denominator, ang gagawin sa exponent ay subtract. So, first, anong gagawin natin? Ililipat na lang natin yung mga exponent na may negative sa positive exponent. So, yung a natin, kung napapansin nyo, ang a na may exponent na positive ay sa baba. Kaya, kokopyahin natin yung a sa baba or ilagay natin sa baba. Copy 2. And then, subtract. Dahil ang sinabi ko kanina, pag division tayo, subtract. So, 2 minus yung ililipat natin na a raised to negative 4. So, yung exponent na lang since pareho ang base nila. So, yung negative 4 dito. Next, yung b natin, ang positive na exponent ay nasa taas, kaya nasa taas ang b. Next, copy the exponent nung nasa taas, and then subtract natin yung exponent na nasa baba, which is negative 1. Okay, so next, simplify na natin, copy the base, so b, and then copy 6. Next, negative times negative, positive, and then copy 1, all over, copy si a, copy si exponent na 2, and then negative times negative, positive, and then copy 4. And the lowest term, kunin na natin, copy ang base, which is b. 6 plus 1, we have 7, all over, copy the base a, and then 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Therefore, the lowest term of the expression, close and open parenthesis, a raised to negative 2, b cubed raised to 2, all over a squared, b raised to negative 1, is b raised to 7, all over a raised to 6. Okay, so ganyan lang siya kadali. So, bibigyan ko pa kayo ng halimbawa. Okay, for example number 2, we have here, close and open parenthesis, x, y raised to negative 1, all over x raised to negative 2y cubed raised to 4, divided by x squared, y raised to negative 2, all over x raised to negative 3, y cubed, cube. Okay, so first, gaya ng ginawa natin sa example number 1, kailangan muna nating i-multiply ang exponent outside the parentheses with all the variable inside. So, kung napapansin nyo, ang x natin dito walang nakasulat na exponent, ibig sabihin, ang exponent natin ay 1. So, copy muna natin x. So, 4 times 1 is 1, or 4 times 1 is 4, I should say. And then copy y. And 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. All over. Ang 4 dito ay imumultiply din natin sa exponent sa baba. Bakit? Dahil ang close and open parenthesis natin ay nakasali ang denominator. So, copy the base x, and then 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Then copy y, 4 times 3 is 12. Next, divided by the same steps with this one. So, copy x, then 3 times 2 is 6. Next, y, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. All over, copy x, 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. So, after that, gagawin na natin to. Ang steps ng division, copy the first term, and then get the reciprocal of the second term. Pero bago natin gawin iyan, ay gawin muna natin ang its group. Okay? The dividend and the divisor with the first step. So, pagsamahin muna natin ang value ng x at value ng y. So, dito, x and x, ang positive exponent ay nasa taas. So, sa taas tayo. X, 4, minus negative 8. Ilipat natin ang negative 8 sa taas. All over. Ang y natin na positive exponent ay sa baba. So, y, copy 12, minus exponent natin na negative 4. Okay, next. The same steps. So, copy ang positive exponent na x. Sa taas tayo. So, x raised to 6 minus negative 9. Yung negative 9 natin sa baba, itataas natin since negative siya. And then y, sa baba kasi, positive ang nasa baba. Ang exponent. So, y9 minus negative 6. Next, lulowest term na natin siya. Yung una muna. So, meron tayo dito, x, 4. So, negative times negative is positive, 8. All over, y, 12. Negative times negative is positive, 4. Next, divided by, copy x, copy exponent 6, and then negative times negative, positive, 9. All over, copy y, and copy the exponent 9. Next, negative times negative is positive, 6. Okay, next, simplify na natin. X, 8 plus 4, 12. All over, y, 12 plus 4, 16. And then, divided by x, 9 plus 6, 15. And then, 9 plus 6 is 15. Next, so since division siya, pag fraction type tayo, copy the first term or the dividend. So, x raised to 12 all over y 16. Then, proceed to multiplication. And then, get the reciprocal. Reciprocal, ibig sabihin ay baliktarin natin. Yung nasa denominator, magiging numerator. At yung numerator, magiging denominator. So, ang nasa taas na natin ay si y15. At ang nasa baba ay si x raised to 15. Next, pwede na tayong mag-cancel. Okay? So, pag mag-cancel tayo, pag multiplication, tatanggalin lang. Ma-minus lang natin. So, itong dalawa, mas malaki ang nandito. So, tanggal si 12. So, 15 minus 12, magkaroon tayo ng 3 na natira. Next, 15 and 16, mas maliit to. So, magiging 1 na yan. And then y 16. 16 minus 15 ay 1. So 1 na lang yan. So ang natira ay 1 times 1 is 1 all over y raised to 1 or simply y x cubed. So eto na ang simplified form ng expression x y raised to negative 1 all over x raised to negative 2y cubed raised to 4 divided by x squared y raised to negative 2 all over x raised to negative 3 y cubed raised to 3. Okay, so I'll give you one more problem or example. Example number 3, we have here x squared y cubed z raised to negative 2 raised to negative 3 multiplied by x raised to negative 3 y z cubed raised to negative 1/2 all over x y z raised to negative 3 raised to negative 5/2. So first, we need to simplify the numerator. So gaya ng ginawa natin for the first two examples. So multiply natin ang exponent na nasa labas ng parenthesis inside all the terms inside the parentheses, I should say. So we have here, copy the base x, multiplied negative 3 times 2, negative 6, y, 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, c, negative times negative positive, 3 times 2 is 6. Next, multiplied by, so copy x, negative times negative positive, 3 times 1 is 3 over 2. So 3 halves, y raised to negative 1/2, and z raised to negative 3/2. 1/2 times 3 is 3/2. Next, all over. Okay, so copy x, raised to negative 5/2 kasi multiplied by 1. Y, 1 din siya, kaya negative 5/2. And z, negative times negative positive, 5 times 3, 15/2. Next, so sa taas muna tayo. Pag mag-multiply tayo ng ganito, so copy the base and then add the exponent. So copy x and x, so x na lang siya, and then multiply or add the exponent, so negative 6 plus 3/2. Okay, next, y, negative 9 plus negative 1/2, so negative 9, negative 1/2. Next ay z, 6 plus negative 3/2. Okay, so all over, copy yung nasa baba, x, negative 5/2, y, negative 5 over 2, z, 15/2. Next, ay mag-a-add tayo ng exponent. Okay? So, gagamitin na lang natin yung space dito sa baba for the exponent. Okay. So, dito na lang para mas maluwang. So, x, ang LCD ng negative 6 and 3/2 ay 2. So, 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 times negative 6 ay negative 12. Plus, 2 divided by 2 ay 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Next, y. LCD ng negative 9 and negative 1/2 ay 2. Okay, so 2 divided by 1, ang denominator ng 9 is 2. 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. Next, minus 2 divided by 2 ay 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And then, z. So, 6 and negative 3/2. LCD nila ay 2. So, 2 divided by 1 ay 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Minus 2 divided by 2, 1. 1 times 3 ay 3. All over, nasa baba, x, negative 5/2, y, negative 5/2, z, 15/2. Next, simplify ang numerator. Copy x. Negative 12 plus 3 ay magkaiba ang sign. So, susubtract natin and copy the sign of the greater value. So, 12 is mas malaki. So, negative. 12 minus 3 ay 9 halves. Then, y. Negative 18, negative 1, pareho ang sign. So, add natin and copy the sign. Negative 19 halves. And z, 12 minus 3 ay 9. Mas malaki ang positive, kaya positive 9 halves. All over, x raised to negative 5 halves, y negative 5 halves, z 15 halves. Okay, ngayon ay division naman tayo. Pag division, mag-subtract tayo ng exponent. Okay? So, x and x, nasaan ang positive? Pareho silang negative. So, kung ililipat natin ang, maglilipat tayo, ililipat natin yung mas malaki. So, eto na lang ililipat natin sa baba. Bakit? Kasi mas malaki ang 9 halves. So, sa baba tayo, x, negative 5 halves, minus negative 9 halves. Next, y tayo. Anong mas malaki? 19 or 5? Mas malaki ang 19, kaya sa baba rin siya. So, y, negative 5 halves minus negative 19 halves. Next ay, z. Ang z natin ay mas malaki rin ang nasa baba. So, ibaba rin natin si z. Z is equal to 15 halves minus 9 halves. So, ano ang numerator natin? Ang numerator na natin ay 1. Next, simplify. So, x, negative 5 halves, negative times negative positive, 9 halves. Next, y, negative 5 halves plus 19 halves, z, pareho lang. So, ang z natin, pareho ang denominator, kaya 15 minus 9, 6. 9, 10, 6 halves. Okay, so ang numerator natin, don't forget, ay 1. Next, simplify. X, negative and positive, saan ang mas malaki? Yun ang sign. So, mas malaki ang positive, kaya positive tayo. And then, subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. Bakit subtract? Kasi magkaiba ang sign. So, 9 minus 5 is 4. And then, over 2. Ang y natin ay negative and positive. So, magsusubtract tayo. Ang mas malaki ay yung positive. Kaya positive ang sign natin. 19 minus 5 ay 15. Oh, sorry. It's 14, I should say. So, 19 minus 5 is 14 halves. And then, ang z natin ay 6 divided by 2 ay 3. And then, lowest term, again, ang numerator natin ay 1. Lowest term, meron tayong 1 all over x. Ang x natin, 4 divided by 2 ay 2. Y, 14 divided by 2 ay 7. And a z, 3. So, the simplified form of the expression x squared y cubed z raised to negative 2 raised to negative 3 multiplied by x raised to negative 3 y z cubed raised to negative 1 halves all over x y z raised to negative 3 raised to negative 5 halves is 1 all over x squared y raised to 7 and z cubed. Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope you learned something from our lesson today. Thank you for watching.